I'd like to think so. I'm newer to running Shadowdark, but not to running games. I've got a few games under my belt, most of them ending in TPKs. Don't let that scare you. I'm sure you all will fare better here. Uh, I'd like to lean
There's
into the
more of us at least.
atmospheric side a bit. Um, I'm liking the feeling of this game, where it's more. Uh, the motivation is less clearing the dungeon and more surviving it long enough to get what you came for. So, you're all crawlers here. Sellswords, tomb pickers. Some might call you all scavengers and seedy bars along the frontier towns. You all drift along the edge of the frontier where the law's reach grows weak and the old world rests in the dark forests of the worlds. You're familiar with each other at this point. We'll get to introducing ourselves in a moment. Um, word word travels fast out here, as it often does so close to the Shadowdark. You heard it first in probably a little muddy tavern nearby Limburg or Marin's Hold. Nearby goblins are fat with stolen treasure, plundered from ambushes they've set up along a trade road at the forest edge, where we now find you all in pursuit. Sharpening your blades, trading stories with the locals. You've learned that they're squatting in the bones of some forgotten hold, Cragmaw, they called it. A castle that's lost out in the wilds. Word has it the king's men are marching south to put it to the torch. And soon that place will be a battlefield, monsters slain, men dying honorably, and that's all great for them, but that's not your concern. You came for the hoard of merchant silver that's been swept into those dusty halls by stingy green fingers. No offense to Zaldini that we have in our party today. And it is only due to Zaldini that you have any hope of beating them to this stockpiled gold. He's, we'll say, familiar with the castle. Now, you plan to alleviate them of this burden. If you wish, you could be quick. You may slip in, stay quiet. However you do it, you're hoping to get out heavier than you came in. Let the king clean up the goblin mess afterward. He won't miss a few sacks of gold. But tell me, let's see who's walking this path. Let's introduce ourselves, make our way down the line as you all go down these crowded dark woods. Packs heavy on your back. We'll start with Zaldini.
I'm the great Zaldini. I am a goblin wizard. And these nasty goblins here in Cragmaw, they don't know what they did wrong, but they're gonna pay for this. And I'm happy to take you to this treasure.
A goal in mind? Revenge to be had?
There's lots of revenge.
Mm-hmm. Arega. Is that how you pronounce the name?
I believe it's Iraga.
Araga.
I'm a half-orc priest. I was sent by, where is the thing? I was sent by my deity himself through visions to find this group, and through that I have found plunder, and I've continued to travel with them since.
A reward for following your faith. Now you find yourself in the precipice of accomplishing your god's goal, set path for you. Next to you, Martin, are your goals as noble as hers, or do you have your own?
My goals are not noble at all. I've never amounted to much, but I'm very good at sneaking and staying out of sight of most. I prefer not to make friends, but I'm fiercely loyal to the ones that I make. I'm here to seek my fortune. Maybe save a life.
Saving a life. It's a noble goal. Fortune is a richer one. Uriel, the prettiest elf I've ever seen. Look at that art.
Uriel, cast out from society because of my lust for gold and treasures, naturally. And here I am. Just because I took a few elvish trinkets in the past, wanted by my own people, well, they'll never stop me. I'll find gold, more than I could ever want.
Find it you will. And our last member here, Elbin. A priest yourself, what brings you to Cragmaw?
My ministry is very expensive. These people don't listen to the right and truthful way. So I find myself often, as a dwarf, it hurts my soul to realize that I don't have as much money as I should, especially doing the good and spreading the good word. So I need to procure riches, not for myself, of course, but to fund and spread the truth.
And there we have our crawlers. As you all push through the last of these trees, there it stands. Hunched, half buried Cragmaw. It's a broken fortress you see swallowed by ivy, crumbling towers, kind of sheared off at their tops. You're not sure if it's just time or war that has done it, but they nearly lay in complete ruin. The stone itself is just cracked and choked with moss. Let me pull you all here. Now you all are farther back to the south, closer to the tree line. And you know treasure lay within this hold. How you all plan to get it is up to you. Now, I usually wait to roll initiative until we're in a moment of decision. Usually, Shadowdark is done in initiative order the entire time. And I do like to keep that once we're inside somewhere, but between locations, I like to bounce into freeform mode. And so,
Uriel, I think, is very curious about the surroundings, just maybe what things are made of or what we're facing.
Sharp eyes. Looking around, you see cracked stone steps leading up to a set of double doors. These two towers, you do note, they're chalked with arrow slits pointing out onto this entryway. You see they round off to the sides. The grass between you and the front is dead in spots and thick in others, not maintained in the slightest. But besides this short flight of stairs and a pair of sundered doors, nothing else jumps out at you, at least here at the start.
And it's Zaldini who led us here.
Yes.
Zaldini, you have information. I point my finger directly at Zaldini. Where from here, Zaldini?
I have not been back in quite some time. So things have definitely changed. But people were some of my colleagues and apprentices was acting strange before I left. So I don't know what has been happening since I left. So I don't have much more info other than I would definitely be wary of traps.
Give me a D6. This is let's use the decider die here to see how good your memory is. A 4, 5, or 6 is good. It's just, I mean, it's really foggy. It's, you know, there's
I drank a little too much last night.
You know, there's another entrance, but you just can't remember if to the right or to the left of this front entryway is the quickest way and safest path to it.
Just a general question: these arrow slits in the towers, like, are they wide enough to like cram a goblin through?
No, looking at them, they're about 3 feet high and a foot wide, possibly. Or 8 inches is actually what I have here written down. 8 inches wide and about 3 feet off the ground. Now they are about 4 feet tall, but an 8-inch goblin, I mean, you'd have to add the deepest breath of all time. You can try and stuff them in there.
Please don't.
Zaldi, you think you could make it?
No.
I've
I
tucked
ate
myself
too much
down behind the lower wall here.
With enough force, we can help you through if you want.
Why don't we just try the door?
She'll, Araga will kind of roll her eyes and just kind of make her way over to the door.
Trotting up these stone steps. You don't see a keyhole or handhold of any kind.
Not one to wait around for any specific inaction, and seeing the proactivity of my cohort, I also would run up there as well, especially when the gold's involved.
I'm opening this to keep it open, not a prerequisite for.
Roll initiative.
I meant to already have it open.
Yeah.
Oh,
I fear pushing Zaldini through the slot might shave off those fantastic ears.
I'm going to attempt to push on the door.
Palms out and shove the door forward. With the dynamic lighting, you can click the symbol and it should open it for you if it is unlocked. And this door, at your touch, does creak open. Now the light from outside pushes inward, kind of fighting back this darkness within. But otherwise, it is just oppressive, devouring blackness on the other side of this door. It's hard to see.
go ahead.
I will draw my longsword and then, well, wait, light the torch, then draw my longsword.
Wonderful plan. You pluck your torch out, seeing this darkness ahead of you, and spark it alight. This fierce glow pushes back the dark. Your first torchbearer.
draw my bow in anticipation of potential action.
Mm.
She'll. But sorry, go ahead.
Elbin, what are you doing?
I'm looking and saying, hesitantly, I am following, but I'm thinking I want to peer through one of those slits and see if I can see anything.
Yeah, go for it. As you're climbing over, it is, how did I say 3 feet tall? Yeah, you could definitely peek up. You look through this 8-inch slit. A little bit of light is pouring in. You do see stone on the other side. You think you catch the side of a wooden barrel, but besides this little needle-thin thread of light, it is all pitch black in there. A foul smell is wafting out from inside as well.
I go on all fours so he can stand on my back. To get a better view.
I hop up, hopefully not crushing you.
How heavy is Elbin? No, I'm joking. Don't look at your character sheet. I don't even know if give me a con
Dwarves are
check.
stout.
I
Hoisting.
grunt a bit when he steps on my back. Heavier than I anticipate.
Half rations for you on the way back, Elbin. As you're peeking through the height allotted you at the cost of Martin's bulging disc, you catch the back of a small, hunched green figure just below you, inches away, not knowing how close you are. Now, he currently has his back to the slot. The bow at his side makes you think he should be watching out. But he's kind of fiddling with something on the floor. It's difficult to see.
Oh no. Do I go with my inclination, or do I play it safe? For now, I think I'm gonna hop down and say they're not paying attention. This is a good time to enter.
Oh, did you see anything?
I maybe whisper as loudly as a whisper can be over to them and say, "What did you see?"
The guards, they're fiddling with things. Oh, and boy, they smell awful. And this is coming from somebody that lives in the mountain caves.
I would definitely like to maybe peek in, if I can. Maybe step a little bit through the door.
Go for it.
And I don't know. I can't really see anything on the map, so I'm assuming that I can't see anything.
Well, you do see just mounds of rubble kind of lining this dark, definitely for you, I can see from your view, stone hall. You see passages that seem to go off to the east and west, as well as an alcove ahead of you. But the torchlight, I mean, the darkness here is stifling, still pressing in on you, gnawing at the edges of your torchlight. You do see, or you smell just a damp must along the stone here.
Smells like goblins' dirty underwear in here.
It might be their clean underwear.
Yeah, is there any other kind?
She'll follow suit to add more light to the hallway.
The halls are lit. And also, to anybody new to Shadowdark, I forgot to mention this. Now, in rounds, there are random encounters are a big part of the game. It's to keep these dungeons feeling alive and fluid. So every X amount of rounds, depending on how dangerous the area is, I'm going to roll a d6. And on a 1, and I'll roll it openly. This isn't a check right now. This is just an example. On a 1, that means you get an encounter. Now, when we're in this freeform mode, I'll just kind of fairly adjudicate how long I think a round is. but when we're actually in crawling rounds, which we're going to be entering into soon. Actually, you know what? Let's enter into it now, as you all are entering in to Cragmaw proper. Your torchlight, Raga, is lighting up. What now you can see is a pile of bones kind of thrown into the corner here, all varying sizes in a small little pile. Let's click on our tokens and roll initiative. Wonderful. And when you are rolling initiative, Jake, the red die on your character sheet, right by your name, is the initiative button.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm looking. The red die by my
It's under the crawler title.
Oh, you can just do a dex too, if you wish, and I'll add it to the. There's a red D20 next to the word name under your crawler. There we are. Alright, and we are in crawling rounds. Elbin, what are you doing? A lot of the times in between locations as well, a lot of these will just be double movement, which in Shadowdark in combat it's close, near, and far, but it is to scale, and you can. It's similar to 5e. You can move 60 feet if you're dashing. So Elbin, what do you do?
What am I doing? Alright, I am moving forward directly in front. It looks like it tees off. I just move myself here at the edge of the darkness.
Martin.
I will just stay at the back and watch, keeping an eye on everything I can see.
A hawk-like gaze. Zaldini. You've been here
Well,
before.
I'm gonna hide behind the bigger folks.
Solid plan. Bigger folks. What are you doing? Your name is still Nabash in the initiative order. Let's ignore that. You should have changed it.
That's odd. Anyways, she'll move forward just enough to illuminate the alcove.
Uriel. And you can, if I do ever jump past you guys, you can continue with your turn or movement if you were still going to move further.
I maybe trail off to the right a little bit, so maybe over here. I think that's all I'm gonna do for the moment.
Huh? Sounds good. You see fallen plaster closer to this side now that the torchlight has kind of illuminated more of the hall. Looking up, you see about 15 feet above you, the ceiling is just in a rough state. The wooden beams that did support the floor above are the only thing that's holding this pile of rubble and plaster from just collapsing down onto this base floor. And in places, it's losing the battle. Martin. Or Elbin. My apologies.
Totally fine. Looking ahead in this alcove, is it bright enough to where I can see if it ends, or is this actually just an alcove with rubbled furniture?
Let me see what you can see. Yeah, you can see that it does end. It seems to be ruined furniture, piles of bone. Being as close to it as you are now, you can tell they're rabbit bones, squirrel bones, little things, animals of that nature, all kind of tossed over here in this trash refuge. And this, what was once some entry hall, is now a dumpster for what has taken this place over.
Can I look into the piles of bones to see if there's anything noteworthy or any treasure that's left with all the trinkets, and not trinkets, but the little skulls and little rabbit bones?
Yeah, going through, you sifting through. You hear a clunk as you throw one that's a little bit too heavy, and you can. and then quietly start to shift through. And you find a rabbit's foot. Well, this is good luck. You stick it onto your belt, give yourself a luck token.
All right.
Martin.
With my so far actions, gonna move in. Just barely inside the door, we'll say. With grid sticking, we'll say I'm just tucking myself inside the door. Scanning side to side. Keeping an eye out for any movement. Besides the party.
Ready to go.
Zaldini. Other way.
I will step inside and looks like we're going to the right. I'm going to come up here next to this corner.
Our torchbearer.
She will walk forward up to where the wall stops.
Uriel.
Looking at the walls, do I see anything like holes for arrows or wires or cables? Any kind of like maybe potential trap sitting around?
Keeping a sharp eye out for any goblinoid traps. You're looking along the walls. You're not seeing any slots for arrows, at least here on the interior. It is chipped in spaces. The wall outside was load bearing. It looked like walking through the doorway, you'd guess it was 4 to 5 feet thick. The interior one is just a foot of thick stone blocks that seem unmarred by any potential traps. It seems safe stepping forward.
Zaldini, has your memory come back? Where did you guys keep the treasure? Or do you have any inclination as to where we should go?
Yeah, is there a trick to your memory? Do we need to like bop you on the head and then you'll remember?
Or we kept it in treasure chests and sacks and all over the. There were stones. I remember stones.
I immediately
amazing
scan for
here.
sacks and chests. Are there any in vision?
Unfortunately not. It is like deja vu to you, Zaldini, walking through this hall and going this way. For some reason, turning this corner is making your stomach rumble a little bit. Elbin?
I move forward.
Martin. And by the way, I'll say this too. You all can light multiple torches. Usually it will go off a similar timer. But that's up to you. But the 2 torches burn out twice as fast as a single one. It's could be safer, but it also expends your resources faster. That's a decision for you all to make. But Martin?
Party, whisper. We should stick together. Do not wander too far. I'll cover everybody's back.
I mean, that was the idea.
Would hope. You guys can split up. I mean, don't listen. It's fine.
I think I'm good. It's fine.
Zaldini.
I see on my sheet I have a spell alarm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about that. How long does that last? And like how big of it? Like
Cast the click on the spell to cast it, and actually, once you click it and it goes into the chat, we should be able to click the word and it'll show the description. There we go.
Okay. And it lasts for a day.
And the bell only
Okay.
goes off in your head.
Or I might think my ears are ringing.
So what do you wish to do?
I will light a torch.
Huh? Pull one out, holding your staff off to the side. There we go.
And
We now have 2 torchbearers.
I'm going to move up to about here.
Torches last about an hour.
They do. Now, if you, this is another thing too. I'm keeping track of the timers, but if you guys are like, you know what, I'll take about 10 minutes to do this, then I'll kind of move them down 10 minutes. But otherwise, they'll be real time, an hour. Yep.
Okay.
She'll move up next to the other priest, to illuminate a bit further.
You've
What do I see as far as where I've stepped?
Well, as you've walked up to this point, you do see that it kind of turns off to the side, to the your left. You're not sure if it goes into a larger alcove or another hall, but to the south of you, you do see a wooden door, iron banded, rusted along the front of it. But again, no lock or door handle gleams off of your firelight. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Yori?
Seeing the door, I rush over to it and give it a little sniff.
It smells like mold. By sniff, you mean you actually listen to it, or you actually sniffing it? I mean, I won't judge.
No, I was sniffing it. My intention is to see if I can tell if the kind of gross smell is intensifying.
Oh, the one you smelled earlier. Okay, I got you. Oh God, yeah, definitely. But you can also, I'll say this, smell something a little more hearty. It's fainter. You almost feel like it's coming from behind you. But it almost is like it's a stew or a pot roast of some kind, food, unmistakably so. But it's somewhat overpowered by the stench of armpit that is coming from the other side of this door.
Zaldini, was it your stomach that was rumbling earlier? Was that what we were hearing?
Yes, don't you smell that delicious food?
Among other things.
Elvin.
Now, I don't remember if I told you, Zeldini, but looking through that slit, I saw what appeared to be a goblin fiddling with something on the floor. How likely would it be that they would recognize you? Could you, by chance, strike up conversation with them, or would they attack you on sight?
Oh, they don't like me here. They've been saying bad things about me, and that is why I'm here, to make them pay for the nasty things they're saying.
Do you think that they would attack you on sight, or do you think that you could get the upper hand if you were to, come face to face with one?
I don't think they would like me being here. Okay. Especially with well, the rest of you here. They probably could smell you.
Well, in
you
this
guys
room
stink.
Look, we have a goblin with a bad reputation.
I think we should go in here. But we are going to meet a little bit of friction.
Obviously, that goblin's lazy. He's not even doing his job.
Is there any way that I can open the door? Do I see a handle?
Oh yeah, it looks like a push. If you were able to put your palms on it and just shove forward, you feel like the door would open.
I creak it open and take a peek in, trying not to alarm whatever's on the other side.
All right, give me a dex. Let's see how quietly you're able to move this old door. Creak the door open. But unfortunately, you're unable to see through this just shifting blackness, skin pricklingly dark on the other side. But you're able to sift this door open just enough, and just quietly enough. You are confident that nothing would have heard. Martin.
I hand motion for the light to come forward.
Zaldini.
I see his hand motion, and I will follow, but I'm going to stand back a little bit. Is that better?
Light does start to pour in. You see more of the same cold, cracked flagstone underfoot. The doorway here is dark in stone, not just in light. But the smell is wafting over all of you now. Zaldini, this is a normal smell for you. You remember this most vividly from this place, but your light only seems to illuminate the weeds growing up from the stone beneath your feet. It doesn't look like it's going deeper enough into the room to catch a glimpse, though you do hear a grumbling coming from the other side. It's faint.
As quietly as she can, she's going to move a bit closer to try and get the light further into the room. Stand about there.
As you walk over to the side, you see and you hear now Yoriol and Elbin surely. You two, what languages do you speak? Bottom left of your character sheet should have a languages known section.
Common, Dwarfish, Primordial.
Sylvan, as well as Elvish and Common.
Oh, you just hear a squeaking, scratchy voice talking in a language none of you understand. But you see a green-skinned figure poke out of the darkness, walking forward, pointing angrily, accusingly, but not at the doorway, at whatever's in this corner here. Yorion.
It's like goblins. What kind of group? What kind of people am I with? Are we a group of negotiators, or are we a group of killers?
They're free XP, aren't they?
Oh, that is a good point. They probably do have gold on them. I rush in up to this goblin that I do see pointing, and swing my sword immediately.
I'm gonna go off your dex check earlier. You go ahead. You get an attack before initiative is rolled. You would have surprised him. So give me an attack. You charge forward.
Yes, with my bastard sword. Everything else is mostly stowed away at the moment.
Short, hairless creature as he is. Look at, oh god, he ugly as well. You charge forward, drawing your short sword. That's going to hit. Roll damage for me.
How How do I do that? Do I just
click on the word
damage part?
bastard sword in the chat, and it'll roll your damage for you.
Oh, that was my just.
On the character sheet.
There we go.
Oh yeah, definitely. You just come through, sword shearing through this goblin. His head topples onto the floor and toop 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 bounces. You just hear a screech coming from this back corner in horror.
I think that's probably my turn, but I immediately start eyeballing his corpse for any what were they, bags and or chests?
The body isn't even cold.
His head is still rolling. All right, we're gonna go off of this initiative. I'm going to go ahead and roll for them, and then we are going to enter into combat here. I love it. 19. I'm gonna go back to the top now. Boom, boom. Oh, and they are going first. You're standing over the corpse of this goblin, looking over you as its head kind of rolls over. You're like, whoa, wait, were those earrings? Were those earrings? As you're kind of trying to track the head as it thumps off into the darkness. You don't notice the goblin rushing up beside you. He raises his scimitar high in the air and juts it out straight for your chest. That is a natural 20 on our first attack.
Perfect.
Up. Okay, 3 slashing damage. You come out all right. Just turning back, you have the tip of your ear just severed. It's hanging on by sinew at this point as you twist back, and this guy is holding, hairless as he is, a humanoid green skin, pointy ears, but the fact that he has no facial hair or hair on his head, but there is tons coming out of his nose, is just somewhat unnerving to you. From behind you, you hear the of goblin footsteps as one rushes up. Another short sword stabs out at your back. That is a 12 to hit. You're able to spin off and bounce it off of your blade. Elbin, what are you doing?
I run in and try to attack this guy, the guy that is coming from behind.
So just not to interrupt, the damage dealt to me was 2?
3 in all.
Or more. 3. Okay, thank you.
Elbin, you charge in. Hammer, I'm assuming? What weapon?
With my mace.
Your mace. That's the OG priest weapon, swinging it up high. It comes down. This goblin is just too nimble, slipping out of reach. Martin. Also, there's no attack of opportunity in Shadowdark. Free movement. You can continue to move after your turn before. It's all up to you. Martin.
Warren, hearing the kerfuffle, move. Line. I'll do the
Fire away.
So I have to line there with my bow.
12, you line your shot up, your bow twings, that is going to hit. Roll damage for me. One damage,
Cool.
a grazing
Big.
shot. Zaldini.
The extra 5.
I'm gonna move up to the doorway, and I'm gonna shout in Goblin, "Where's Lupo?"
He's one of those cultists, isn't he? He's joined the humans. He seems to be pointing at you while saying these things.
I will. Yeah, I'm not going in there. So that's it for now.
All right, you
They're
can still
not
take an
worth my
action if you
magic.
wish.
Nope.
Nope. All right, hold it. Let's go.
She'll move forward. And we'll take a swing at the goblin. How do I ping?
Long left click.
Okay. Right here.
Swing away.
Do with long sword.
Whew, swinging out. It steps off. It's got this small little scimitar and it bounces off the tip. Somehow this goblin is very defensively aware.
She'll use her last bit of movement to step back.
Yorio?
I scream, "My ear, you bastard!" and swing my bastard sword at the goblin that took it. I'll take your ear, though, I yell.
Go for it. Swinging out, and you see him like, I'll do it to the other. Oh, and you see your sword gleaming in the torchlight. Give me damage. That's going to hit. Rins the. How do you kill this thing?
Slicing off through its ears, down through its neck and torso. It is now 2 pieces of a goblin.
The earless goblin falls at your feet.
Do I still have a chance to move, potentially?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you still have movement.
I'm just going to put a little bit of space between me and the other goblin.
Tripping back. You see this one's eyes grow wide as he sees his buddy fall to the floor. Instantly starts rushing away. Screaming all the while as he is trying to make his getaway. Elbin, what are you doing?
I go rummage through the pockets of the first fallen guy.
Drop down, start to rummage through. You see he had 2 small scimitars dropped to the side. He does have a coin purse that's filled with 15 gold and around 20 copper pieces.
I take them.
He's also got a nice nifty leather. What's the word I'm looking for? Loincloth. I mean, if you were really wanting to be sporty, it's engraved. It's like emblazoned on the front. You're not sure what those runes mean, but
Does it look? Do I know the value? Like, can I ascertain as to whether or not this is a valuable loincloth? I'm not one to pull loincloths.
well, I mean, it definitely looks well made for it being found on a goblin in this hovel. You're surprised at the craftsmanship.
I kind of sigh as I take the loincloth.
Untie this leather thong and then pick up this loincloth, pack it into your pocket. It's uncomfortably warm. You'll find out what those runes mean later. Who cares? You've got bigger problems to solve. Martin, what are you doing? This goblin has brushed past you. His scream's starting to echo on the hall to the north of you. You're not sure how far those screams will reach in but a moment.
Hearing the screams and the thing with the noticing this door to my side, I move over here. And I ready my bow for anything that might come out of that door.
Zaldini.
Don't let him get away. And I'm going to race. I don't know what the range is on Charmed Person, but it says near, so I don't know what that means. But I'm gonna cast Charm Person on the goblin that's running away.
That is going to near is around 30 feet. Some of the rooms, it like the 5 feet might work for traveling, but some of the rooms I might judge that somebody's farther away than that. But that is going to land. Now, this is the way I rule Charm Person. I always say because it's similar in this. It's similar in Shadowdark as it is in 5e, where you beguile them. Regards you as a friend for the duration. So imagine you went to high school with Craig, and Craig was a cool guy. You guys hung out. Went and watched a couple movies together. Then you go off to college. You have a wife now. It's been many years later. You push in 30, and you've got a job as a mall cop. And then Craig comes into the mall, and you're like, "Hey, what's up, Craig?" And then Craig starts murdering all of your friends. Fuck Craig. At that point, so I rule it as they're very confused, but he is 100%. I mean, come on, Craig, we had a thing, I mean, he's going to stop and twist around as almost recognizing you. He's like, "You're wait, why are you with them? What's going on here?"
I came back to make amends with Lupo. Don't run away. Help us.
Lupo's gone mad. He thinks he's a god. I don't go to that side of the castle. But these people are trying to kill us. They just killed Grak.
But if you help them, they won't kill you. That's how they're helping me.
They literally just carved his head off. Did he just pick up Grak's loincloth?
Yeah, they were a little aggressive. Yeah. But they it's a dangerous castle, and they're not used to it.
Dangerous castle.
Yeah.
You kill and take loincloths off of... You're making no sense.
Maybe Lupo is making them mad, and they're gonna kill me next.
It's Lupo. You're right, he's barely been listening to Grohl lately. It might be Lupo.
See?
This moment the door opens.
With
You
your
hear,
help.
"What the hell is going on out here?" Martin, were you holding an action? Do you release that this time?
I will release that.
So fire away. You see this goblin come out a wiry frame. He's got a soot-stained coat. Kind of picking goggles up off. "It's hard to walk in here with all of their voices right outside my door." And then thump, your bow fires. That is going to miss. It's going to bounce off the doorway. This goblin's going, "Oh shit!" and slam the door back shut. He is still confused now, looking between you, Zaldini, the door, the arrow that was just fired at this odd mohawked goblin. What are you doing, Araga?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Urel.
Go for it.
If I can roll it. Okay.
Yep, that is going to place your hand. These bright white motes stitch your wounds up, Uriel. Click the word Cure Wounds and it should give you the amount. D6 plus half of your level. Okay, so what? Oh, okay, so that'd be 1 plus
So just
1 plus
1d6,
half, so it'd
yeah.
just be 2. But that's an interesting. That's some interesting math there. Uriel, Yora.
How much was the heal?
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're
Oh.
fine. You can. There's a dice icon on the left. You could do
There we
2, or if you guys wanted to, you could roll real dice. It doesn't matter to me. 5. So
Yeah,
you are
5.
topped off. And what are you doing?
Well, while Zaldini is convincing his friend that we're not dangerous, I run out the door and draw my bow and fire directly at him.
Go for it. He's so confused. Do it with advantage. He's-
And advantage is roll twice.
Yep. So just attack twice and we'll take the highest one. And that's going to hit. Let's see if you get a crit. Nope. Roll damage.
Oh, could have been better.
Who is he's kind of sitting there and he's like, so you're sure they're not going to as an arrow just sprouts from the side of his throat. It's not enough for him to completely be bleeding out, but he looks at you like a lost puppy, Zaldinio, at a moment of just utter betrayal in his eyes. He's
I mean, to be fair, the conversation is in Goblin. They have no idea what I'm saying.
very true.
That's a good point.
It's going to turn. And rush out of sight now.
Here.
Elbin, what are you doing?
I think I eye the other guy to see if he has a mythical loincloth on him or not. I'm starting a collection.
No, he's actually free loining it, unfortunately. Looking about him, you find a coin purse. 17 gold, a few coppers, let me see. Not coppers. Let's see how much silver you find. 18 silver. Enough to give you another point of XP, as in you would have gotten from the loincloth. I will give everyone 1 XP from the loincloth itself. I don't know if there's any other game where you can do that. Looking about the room as well for more oddities or treasures, you do see crates. One of the lids are popped off where her torchlight is lit, and you can smell it before you peek over the top, and you can definitely know it's tobacco, but definitely aged, molded tobacco. The room is littered with small arrow shafts and heads. Some of them are laced and crafted together. Other ones are kind of like in piles off to the side. Little worth to those.
So there's no chests or anything, like, obviously of value laying about? Just a bunch of ruined tobacco?
Yep. Unfortunately.
Alright. I walk back out.
Martin.
Wow.
Your arrow let loose and didn't find its mark.
So as he slams the door open, because I was free action, I'll just do what I was doing, and it's like clank, and I point to the rest, and in there, and I see, at least one. I'll move over that way and motion for the next person, or Zaldini, to open the door.
Zaldini.
So that's my movement already. I'll do the same, and I'll ready my bow.
Readying your shot, pointing it straight at that door. Our goblinoid
How
torchbearer,
injured
what do
did
you
my
do?
my long lost friend look when he was running away? How injured did he look?
Oh, he looked
That
horrible.
arrow.
Yeah, he looked fairly awful.
What did you say? An arrow through his neck?
Yeah, it's like stuck out the side. It's not through the center, but it did stick into the right of his throat and not the back of his neck. He looked pretty bad.
Okay. I'm gonna assume he's gonna bleed out, and I will come and open this door. You said I can click on it?
Oh yeah, as you go up and press your fist to it, It's locked on the other side, and you hear, "Not today, you bastard! You're not stealing my stuff!" Nobody's gonna take credit for greatest bits. No. You can try and give me a strength. See if you're able to
Yeah, not me.
outstrength this dude. Uraga.
I will
she'll,
step.
She'll step back out into the hallway, and just kind of like motion with her hand to let's just move down the hallway, and just kind of quietly whispers, "He'll die as soon as the army gets here anyways. Let's just try and get to the mass of gold that we're here for. Yeah?" And then she'll keep walking forward.
Yori?
That's my turn.
Did that goblin say he had stuff that he didn't want us to get?
You can
I-
understand him.
Yeah, he
I
didn't want
think
to
it's
take
worth-
credit.
It's worth giving it a shot. I rushed the door with all my might,
Give me
trying
a
to
strength.
slam it open.
Just boom, your shoulder slams into this wooden door. Give me a strength.
Would this be considered overcoming opposing forces using strength?
Oh, yes, it would. You have
In which
advantage.
case I have
Awesome.
advantage.
Ooh, I'm glad you have advantage.
Okay, that's a little more reasonable.
16. This door throws open. You see a small green form go flying against this back wall and just... Oh, no. And as he slams against this wall, you see it's a small, cramped room. Tools. He lands in a pile of scrap metal and wires and this kind of just bundle of rusted springs that kind of falls on his head. His mohawk is all astrew now. They're scattered everywhere. The walls are just hung with half-finished traps and nets, bear traps. And you see him kind of reaching through the tools. "No, you're not going to take my babies." He does pick one of these off of the wall. It seems to be a small kind of oval-shaped bear trap. It's odd, but he looks at you, smiles, and then tosses it forward at you. You're easily able to step off. It bounces on the floor. It doesn't even trigger. It seems to have been faulty the whole time. Elbin?
Does that trigger the readied action that I had?
It does. Go ahead and fire.
All right.
That does not hit, unfortunately, but you do tag his bear trap on the way out the door. Your arrow kind of catches it in the middle.
But my aim is not what it should be tonight.
Now, Martin, what about your action? Or actually, sorry, Elbin, you first.
I cast a holy weapon, or attempt to cast it.
Let's see. There we go. What weapon do you choose? Your own?
Oh, a mace. Mace, of course.
Awesome.
And what is the duration? 5 rounds. All right. And that's my action, right?
Yep, but you can still use your movement.
All right. I move outside this door.
You can smell the stew coming from inside. And a lot of noise. So much noise you're fairly confident that whatever and whoever is inside probably hasn't heard the commotion out here. But the raucous laughter and clanging of plates on the table, you feel like this room is quite the happening place today. Martin. What are you doing?
There's no penalty. There's no one penalty for moving past a character, correct?
Not your own friends, no. It's a strength to try and push past an enemy.
Yeah. I'll move there. And fire again.
Fire away. Point blank this time, drawing up, bow out, roll damage. You see he's trying to stand back up. He slips on a spring and boom, falls.
Oh my God.
Your arrow grazes him as he falls into a pile of his own tools. And you hope he's had a tetanus shot at this point.
That special virtual dice knife.
Yeah, they've been harsh on you. Hopefully they get better. Zaldini?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to rush down the hallway. And I'm going to smell this food coming from here, and it's going to stop me in my tracks.
Oh, the memories.
Do you smell that food? And I'm going to ask, who am I standing next to here?
Elbin.
Eldon, do you smell that? It's making my mouth water.
I suppress a gag.
Did we go in?
That's my intention.
Alright, I'm going to open the door and step in and ask what we're cooking in Goblin.
I absolutely love it. It opens up into a, what was, you recognize it now, the familiarity of it. It was once surely a fine kitchen, is now kind of swept with debris. A large wooden table on the far end, plain stools around it, but the north wall is completely collapsed now. That's new. It leads off. You catch sight of iron bars on the other side, but among the sacks lining this wall and the pit, boiling a small pot in the center, you see a host of goblins, all of which turn towards you, and one steps forward. You can tell he's a bit of a hawker himself. Walking, he's more stout, especially around the midsection. Let me give you his. Yeah, he's been in this kitchen more often than he hasn't. Broad shoulders but strong arms. He's dragging a battle axe behind him that he kind of sets down on a crate as he walks over to you. He said, "It's Hawk's time to eat, not little goblin with fire stick. Wait your turn."
But it smells good.
"Do you want me to roast you, little boy?"
No, I'll wait till Hawk eats, and I'll hang my head.
You'll hear one of them. "Who is he? Is he one of the patrolmen? Have you recognized him?" They start to kind of whisper to themselves. A few of the goblins. This large one doesn't seem to recognize that he doesn't recognize you. After hanging your head, what do you do?
How many do I see total in here?
Let me go through your eyes.
I can only see 3, I think.
1, 2, 3, and then the large one. But the voices you heard were from the back corner. At least 2 more.
I apologize, and I go out and I close the door. There's like 5 of them in there. And I hold up 7 fingers.
Do goblins even have 7 fingers? Do they? Araga, what are you doing?
So,
He's gonna move over here and kind of peek into the room. What does she see?
Oh yeah, you see, it seems to be a workshop of some kind, but it's just litter. It is somebody without a tetanus shot's worst nightmare in here. Everything is rusted and scrap, torn for the bits inside. These traps along the wall, are all of which seem to be half finished. But there is a small work table on the south end and a chest next to it. And a goblin laying here, holding on to his wounded shoulder.
She's going to she's going to cast Holy Weapon herself. On her longsword.
Go for it.
And then that's the end of the turn.
Yorio.
Seeing the goblin downed, and folks are, now that the area is lit, I run over to the chest and try to open it.
Instantly, you bring your hand up, you raise it, you hear a click. Give me a dex check.
Maybe I should have checked that. I'm sure that was a decent roll.
You raise it up. The lid doesn't have a latch on it, but you do feel a little bit of resistance, like a tug of a string, and then it gives way, and you're like, oh, that's not good, and you instantly step out. There's a small little needle that shoots out and bounces off the side wall. As you see it glint in the torchlight as it sears by your ear, what's left of it, you do see it's dripping a green liquid at the end of it. It clatters against the wall, luckily missing you. Looking down, you see in the chest a mass of gold and silver, along with a sack of what are caltrops, these tiny little triangle-shaped spikes, and this odd-looking, how do I describe this? A moldy stack of just unstable powder and nails and metal bits. It's all kind of wrapped in goblin wire and this dried animal hide, but there's a fuse coming off of it, sort of what you would suspect from a black powder bomb of some kind. You see the goblin on the floor. No, don't open that box! As he holds his hand out, you see that there are burns along the left side of his arm, and 3 fingers are missing, and he's like, you'll kill us all! You'll kill us all! Don't touch anything in there! Be very careful!
If only we could understand him. Anyways, grabs the item. God.
Yeah, Yorio. You just hear goblin squeaks.
Seems reasonable. The gold. There was something gold there, right?
Oh
What
yeah,
was that thing?
oh yeah. It's 60 gold and 40 silver. Enough for another experience point.
So for sure, like, how does that work with inventory? You'll have to remind me. Do you just, does it actually take a slot? Is that how it works? Or do you just plug it in?
Gold does. The first 100 coins don't take a slot. You always get 100 coins free, but then any coins after that do take up a slot, up to a slot of 100.
Got it. Well, I would like to. I forgot what it was already, but if it's gold and or silver, I would like to pick it up.
Yep. 50 silver, and some caltrops as well, which are a usable item that you can put in your inventory if you wish.
Sure. And you said there was some kind of wrapped thingamajig.
Oh yeah, definitely. It looks like a goblin black powder bomb. You're not sure how stable it is, but as you kind of pick it up, it doesn't explode in your hands. That odd chittering goblin, who knows what he's talking about.
Seems like that goblin's encouraging me to take this.
Oh,
I
definitely.
better hold on to it.
It's almost as if he's saying, kill me and take it for yourself.
It does seem like that, yeah.
And you definitely are confused with, you know, him passing on his wisdom and work to you while he would instantly jump up and try and stab you in the back. Missing horribly. You see him kind of just stumble off, dropping his dagger, and then finally going to run. Yet again. Elbin, hearing this door in front of you is littered with more of those green stinking creatures. You see one with a mohawk just darting out from the south of you. Which one draws your attention more? Which one? What would you do?
Well, I have a crossbow, so I'm gonna step right here and try to shoot him with it.
Fire away. Oh my goodness.
Sticks.
It does not. Martin. Zaldini, you can hear this goblin going jet, 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 jet as he's like darting down the hall. A crossbow bolt right between his legs on the stone. He's shit! Rushing away.
Sorry, I looked away for a sec. I didn't see him run past me. Okay. Well, with a look of shock, I went, oh, okay. He's just gonna go. I speak to. Sorry, I can't remember the character without the names, but that one, the character beside me, I'll say,
Elbin.
You've got everything in the chest, and I will move back out into the hallway.
All right.
And
Araga.
I will do so as soon as my character crosses into out.
As soon as it moves.
Yeah, I
Run
don't
up
know if they lag or something.
and swing with her sword.
Already in action as well, or anything that comes, any goblin coming out.
So it's +1 to attack damage rolls. Okay.
Oh, that's going to hit.
And then
How do you kill this odd
um
craftsman?
grabs him by the scruff and just kind of takes the sword and just whispers like a solemn prayer and then slams the sword right through him.
I won't say his lab coat was white before this. It was definitely white at one time, but it's like a smoker's wall after like 30 years. But it's slowly stained with red as he looks down at his own chest. You draw your longsword out. He drops to his knees, looks back to the room from whence he came, hand reaching, 3 fingers missing shakily out of this pile of scrap metal and traps. And if you were able to speak Goblin, you would hear him say, "My babies," and fall to the floor.
Cue that one, like, my turn's over, but cue that one like clip from that comedy special where it's like, "Are we the baddies?"
Are we the baddies? Uriel. You're
I come on out. I see the dead goblin, and I just look at Iraga and nod approvingly. Perhaps, maybe an affirmative to any thoughts folks might have about the actions being done today. And then maybe head up, seeing that folks are huddling around a door. And I kind of just point at this object that I'm holding that has a fuse. And I just say, I think this booms like really big.
Elbin, and we can kind of go into a freeform mode right now.
All right. Well, I suggest that one of our torchbearers light it and we throw it into the kitchen.
Who wants to light this very stable, well-crafted bomb?
And I reload my crossbow.
Do. Not me. My hands are full with the crossbow.
And I step around here just in
There
case.
was a fire in the middle of the room.
A fire in the room.
In the kitchen. Can't we just throw it in the fire and let it just explode in there?
Seems like a good idea. Who has the best throwing capability?
Well, you're the fighter.
Would throwing be dexterity?
Yeah, I'd make it a dex. I'd give that the small, because it's a small little fire pit, mostly just hot coals, but there is a flame to it. You do feel like it could light it if you land it perfectly in it. So what I'd do is probably just make a dex and give it an AC essentially to hit for you to be able to throw this into there.
Well, I've got a dex mod of 1. Anybody do better than that? And wanted to give it a shot.
We have flames to guarantee an explosion.
True. No volunteers.
I'll volunteer.
She'll sigh and walk over, grab the bomb, walk back over to the door. Go,
You got me.
Excuse me, please. Light it, open the door, wave at everybody in the room, toss it as far as she can, and then shut the door behind it.
You open the door. You start to hear a hiss. I need you to give me a D6. If it's a 1, it blows up in your hand. Please, no.
Like somebody missing a hand? Come on.
Okay. Okay. And now for the 1d4. If it's a 1, I'll let it blow up immediately. 4, so you pick this up, slide it, and toss it in as you slam the door shut behind you. Nothing happens. Yet it's quiet. You're sitting there waiting for the boom, and you're just... Oh god, nothing's happening, and the fuse is essentially burning as slowly as it possibly can. You hear goblinoid voices screeching on the other side and start to rush toward the door. Yeah, this is initiative. And let's re-roll our initiative. So I'm going to clear our initiative here. And we're going to go into a new initiative here as they're trying to desperately get themselves free. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them one turn of... I mean, they're goblins. They're not the smartest bunch. And I think right before this combat breaks out, we will also take a quick break. So everybody can take a bathroom break. But I'll give them one round of... Well, what the hell is this thing? Who was that? Before they actually engage. So I'll bring that timer down one round.
Sweet.
I'll roll for them. 3. Wonderful stuff, wonderful stuff. And we will return. How about 10 minutes? How's that sound for everybody?
Yeah.
That's good.
Sounds
Did
great.
that? Sorry, did that take my initiative? I don't see myself.
Let me see. It
Click
did
it.
not. I can add you in. Must not have had the tokens. Actually, I don't see it in the chat.
I selected the token. That's the funny thing.
Well, I'm
I
not
might just
seeing
be
your.
lucky.
I don't think it actually rolled your initiative in the chat.
There we go. It's in there now.
Oh, there we go. It
All
did
right.
it.
10 minutes.
All right. Yep. 10 minutes. I'll see you all then. How's it going? Welcome back.
No boom yet.
Standing by.
Standing by for the boom, of which you have no idea when it's going to come. Now, you know what? How I'm going to rule it is, obviously we've made the roll to see how long it's going to last. And if you're able to see the bomb, you can see the fuse burning down at the rate it is, and you can kind of divulge, when it's going to go pop from there. I think that's probably the best way to run with it.
15 minutes of real time.
Oh, yeah.
Just wait for it.
So is everyone back?
Yes. I am back.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, yipper.
Hold the door!
It's
Hold the door!
Hold the door. We are back. Raga,
Hold the door.
you're
Hold the
back
door.
pressed to this door, but we are starting with you, Zaldini. Because I believe all 5 of us. The only one I haven't heard, Elbin. Is Elbin back as well?
Yeah, sorry, I was doing it in chat.
Alright, oh yeah, I just now saw. Okay. Good stuff. Then we are all here. Zaldini, you saw her toss the bomb. You can hear the voices on the other side. Curious previously, but now that curiosity is starting to turn to suspicion as they're poking and prodding at this object is tossed into them. You hear in Goblinoid, "Who is that woman?" You're standing here in this hall. Your torchlight trembling in the darkness here, but you are all kind of sectioned off from the goblins. What are you doing?
And did the door open in or out?
In.
In.
Well,
That's going to be hard to hold.
actually, as a matter of fact, hold on.
Alright.
Looking at the map, there are objects on the other side of the door, so I think opening out would be the best. So the map,
Okay.
Thank the map.
Thank you, Matt. All right, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself. Hopefully.
Oh, you do. A shimmering field erupts before you and then vanishes. You can feel its protection around you. It's like a cool breeze. But
And then I'm going to yell for the rest of the group. We need the strong ones to hold the door. There's a very big chef in there. Very strong. And they're suspicious. They didn't know who the Virago was.
Elbin?
All right, well, it opens out, so I'm going to go up there and brace myself against the outside. My mace, I'm assuming, is a small mace, not a two-handed great mace.
Yeah, it's a smaller one. But
Okay.
yeah. Give
I'm
me your
gonna go over here and brace myself, put my back against the door, and push my feet against the ground to try to brace it as hard as I can.
finding a coarse spot in the stone.
She does the same. She's
Torch
like, I thought that.
Yeah. pressed
that would
against the
be-
door.
I thought that would be faster.
The flame is you have to push your head away from the torch because the flame is shuddering right now, but it's still kind of licking at your face, and you're like, shit, okay, hold on, hold it off to the side. Uriel.
I see these two braced against the door, and I rush up alongside them and pull the iron spikes from my gear and look for any way to hammer them into the door. Is that possible? Is there any place that looks like it might
Hey, you know what?
give?
Looking at this door, it is mortared stone in between these stone blocks, so it's kind of this mortared fill. Looking over it, you do feel like you might be able to try and give me a day, since we're in the middle of combat and there is a failure stipulation to this. If you don't do this as quickly as possible, then you will quickly have this door slammed in your face. So give me a dex real quick to see how quickly and aptly you're able to try and hammer these spikes into the door.
Ooh, I am very deft with these
Yeah.
iron spikes.
You have pull out. I'm not sure if you have a hammer or the butt of your blade. As you're whacking away at this spike, one of them does not. It seems to hit the stone block and just stop there. You pull out a second, leaving it be, and this one is able to sink into the mortar. You feel like it's going to help, Martin.
Move there, and I kneel down and cover my ears.
Just cover your ears.
This is not going to end well.
Now this is what I need. I need a strength check from Elbin and from Araga. With advantage from the spike. 16 and a 17. This is a +3 to this. No way. Oh my goodness. Even with advantage, this door poof, clatters open. And before you, as you all tumble backwards, the force of this broad-chested, both in the midsection and in the belly, goblin, carrying his axe behind him. He seems to have splinters in his door. One of the spikes have kind of pressed through as he breaks this door almost off of whatever rusted hinges held it all these centuries. And the spike is sticking into his shoulder. He kind of picks it out and drops it onto the floor, and he looks up. "You interrupt supper!" That is his action. But these others, I'll say 2 of which are still poking at this bomb that you see the fuse is winding down on. I'm going to bring that down to a 2. The other 2 have bows that they strung up, arrows wide. You can tell they're having difficulty aiming around him, but one of them is able to fire a shot off at you, Elbin, and one at you, Araga. First one's Elbin. That does not hit. And Araga. Both of those falter. This one charges down, sees you, Elbin, and fires away. All 3 of those faltering. What do you do? Zaldini. The great Zaldini.
Well, that didn't work. You said we can move through friendlies without a problem, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to come up here behind them, and I'm going to cast this arrow of acid comes flying out of my fingers towards the big dude.
That is going to hit. Roll damage. This acidic bolt of force just smacks him in the face. As he stumbles backwards, somehow uglier than he is now.
But those 3.
See, part of his cheek is kind of bubbled up.
Can I continue past?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you can continue your movement. Elbin, what are you doing?
I try to uppercut him with my mace. Or am I recovered from the blast or from the smash?
Oh yeah, you all stumbled backwards, but where it was so close of a contest, I didn't have any negatives.
All right, I try to uppercut him with my mace
Go for it.
in the bottom part of his big old jaw. Well, darn.
Your mace fumbles out of your hands. You hit the doorway and it tumbles down. You have to reach down and pick it back up. That is unfortunate.
That's my
Araga,
move.
you literally have 2, 1. Your torch goes out in your hand. The one you lit mere moments before Zaldani's. What do you do? You are muted, Araga.
Sorry, apologies, my food got here.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm going to attempt to, I'm just gonna swing with my longsword.
Go for it. If you can two-hand the longsword, I cannot remember if you can. Let me look at the.
Oh, oops.
Nope, it's a one-handed. Never mind. I was about to say you are free to do it two-handed now, as your torch is gone. 12. That hits.
Okay.
Straight up the middle. You see both of his suspenders pop off, and he stumbles backwards.
And then she's going to move back.
Solid plan, Uriel. And your torch is out. I'm not sure if you heard that, if you were getting your thing at that point, but your torch just fizzled away. Uriel, what are you doing?
What a situation. Well, I think it's time to go back to my bastard sword and come in as close as I can to that fat fella and
Let me
give it a swing.
Let me do one thing. I'm gonna move you real quick. You cannot see him at all, so give me this with disadvantage. He's completely in darkness in this shadow, but he's large enough. You should be able to smack him. You should be able to. I mean, he takes up the entire doorway, so scratch the disadvantage. If he was a smaller goblin, I would feel the darkness would incur that. But I'll do this with a flat swing, and that is going to hit. Hell yes.
Yeah, I'll take it.
8
Nice.
damage. You feel it sink, and it meets with some resistance, and then that resistance gives way as you just carve into this, just through layers of fat and then muscle, and then squishes as your hilt meets flesh. This thing stumbles at the end of your blade, and there is a colossal as he hits the floor in front of you. You can feel it more than see. Does that end your turn?
If I can move, I might move a little out of the way.
Go for it. Martin, what are you doing? It's hard to see through that. Zaldani's
see
torch
anything.
is faltering.
Cannot see. I will just ready an action. If I see any baddies, I will fire it.
Alright,
Stay where I am.
readying your bow. You hear footsteps rushing out as goblins make their way into the hole.
Okay, we'll take
Fire
that as a
away.
trigger. Yeah, the first one that came out.
Come on, longbow. That is going to hit.
Somebody gets a good roll.
Hell yes. Roll damage here. 2
Yeah.
damage. Another grazing shot. But you can tell it definitely slices a bit into his shoulder. His shoulder kind of dips down. You're not sure if his strike is going to be as true as it was. And hopefully for Uriel it's not, as this sword flashes out at you. It's a +0.
Also,
That's a 13 to hit you, Uriel. That does not. Araga.
14. Tink.
An 18 for you. Unfortunately, this one finds its mark. 3 piercing damages. It finds a gap in your defenses. Elbin. This one's scurrying around, snickering. Lashes out at you. You don't have extra armor right now. That's Aldini, correct? So that does hit you.
Correct. I can't remember. How do I use my luck token? Is that for attacks or for defense?
That's for any roll you want to remake.
Okay, cool.
Yep. It can be a damage, it can be an attack, it can be a skill check, it can be anything.
Cool.
This last one is towards you as well. You see stew spray against the doorway, sizzling. It is boiling hot, and this chef peeks out. Let me move Horker's corpse. Peeks out, a ladle in his hand. He's extra rations for whoever takes that one out. This one runs. He tries to push his way past you, so let's see if he does. I think it's a contested strength, so give me a strength check, Elbin. He cannot, so he stops, pulls out his scimitar, and slashes out.
How much damage did I take? In those
You
last,
took
attacks?
4 from that last one.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, and this one hits you as well, Elbin. For 4 more, you've taken 8 damage in all. Zaldini, it comes to you. You have your torch in hand. You see these goblins scurry out. You ready yourself. And just then, you see your flame stutter. It gasps one last time before wafting out, pitching you all into total darkness. The dark, it comes in like a living thing, as if it's been waiting at the edges here. Raw fear. You can hear the goblins all around you. Zaldini, you were once used to this kind of dark, but living with the humans as long as you have, it is alien to you. It coils around you, and you are surrounded by things that wish your death. What do you do?
I'm going to put my hand on the stone wall and try to find my way around the corner I was standing near and fumble to find another torch to light.
Okay, go for it. Now, in total darkness and in combat, this is a DC 15 or wisdom to light a torch. So you place your hand on this cold stone wall, your breath coming and gas, you pull a torch out, it drops. You know they could be right at your heels, and the thought of being shanked in the dark. Your fingers falter. Elbin, what are you doing?
I back away, trying to light a torch.
Go for it. A fierce glow emanates from Elbin. He steps back, wounded, blood covering his chest and back from these goblins, but still, he does not falter. This light is trembling at first, and then this lonely spark turns into a sputtering warning. These goblins, their eyes already adjusted to the darkness, squint now against it as if it's painful for just a moment. And you all can see. Thank God. Because I was like, oh no, another TPK. Araga, what are you doing?
She's gonna move over here and attempt to grab this guy and throw him closer to the ball.
Go for it.
I'm assuming just a strength check.
Yep, go for it.
Very nice.
Nice.
Woo! You hear him hit like 40 feet away. You've never felt such strength, but it's like a child, like throwing a child. My goodness. It's like throwing a child. You just hunker down, you have him right over your shoulder, you use the momentum and just toss him over. One of the goblins just looks up as he soars over, arms wailing, and he smacks against the wall on the other side.
Then she's going to move over here. And that's my turn.
Hell yes, Uriel.
Following in suit, I move here and kick this goblin with the attempt to get him through the door.
Go for it.
Let's see, strength. And this is contested strength?
No,
Opposing
I'm just going to
forces?
set a DC for this. Because he's focused now on that light, blinded by it. Oh, and you were just one shy of the DC, unfortunately. You kicked him right in the ground. He kind of looks up at you. You have enough force to hurt him. I'll give him 1 point of damage. But he kind of looks at you angry now. He's like, come on, dude. What the fuck? It's a low blow. I thought we were fighting with honor. Martin.
Sorry, just losing track of tokens here. This is that Saldini, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. So I will move. I'll just for the sake of things, I will say that because the darkness happened during my readied action, so we'll say that is defaulted.
Mhm.
So I will move there and fire there.
Fire away. He's got his back to you. He's looking towards Uriel with a, what the hell, man? Kind of look on. You see him waving one arm out. Your bow does not find its mark.
Where did my token
Where did your token go? It must be under somebody else's.
go? Oh, okay.
Yep. You're under Elbin.
Oh, okay.
So I will also move back just before to continue my movement. I will move back just a bit.
Morale? Nat 20. You kicked him in the loins and he is angry. Why would this is the third time I've said loins today. This is it's one of those words you don't see yourself saying often, and then you just fight some goblins with some embroidered loincloths, and it just happens, guys. It just happens. He takes out his dagger, covered in wounds, that arrow nearly missing him. You kicking him does seem to jut out one of his ribs. He does seem in pain, but he is more angry than fearful. He stabs out at you, Uriel. You easily bat away the attack. It's as if a child did it. Again, this goblin... Sorry, I love his art. He's sitting there, he twirls his mustache, he goes, extra rations for whoever takes her. You see both of them kind of look over, and then their belly rumbles. Both of them charge out and attack you. One of them lands. Even with advantage, stabbing out at you. The thought of more food, an extra morsel, if only they took this orc woman out who threw the bomb at them. Still, your defenses hold. You only take 3 damage. They find a small gap, but you are still standing. He, however, charges forward and stabs out at our torchbearer Elbin. unable to find purchase. Uriel, if you could see the goblin on the other side of the room still reeling from being tossed. And I think... Oh my goodness. What was the damage on that again? Because it is time. Is it 2d6?
Yes.
You threw it. Do you want to roll the damage for me?
Oh no.
Five damage. You all feel a rumble. There's a small hissing like the fuses, and it stops. It's a moment of silence, and then boom. Shrapnel pours out of this doorway, scattering onto the wall. The explosion's enough that the goblin here is hit by it as well. All of you are shaken, almost knocked prone. But the rest of the goblins and yourselves are safe. The insides of this room, as black smoke billows out now from inside. Who's to say what state it's in? Zaldini, what do you do?
Well, they know we're here now.
Hearing the words like throwing a child reminded me of this meme that I have saved. So I'm just gonna put that in the chat for the thing.
Go for it. Go for it. I was wondering where you were going with the throwing the child. I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Throwing a child reminded me of... Oh my god! That little doll head. Why does it have the sound effect? I don't know. Brennan Lee Mulligan isn't going to be able to make shoes for that one. Okay. Zaldani.
I am going to grab my staff with two hands and smack this goblin right here in front of me over the head.
Smack away. Chef extraordinaire. Ladle in hand. Oh, that is going to hit. But barely. You see, oh, ow! He turns back towards you. Almost as if he expected you to be helping him, and now he only just realizes that the goblin is on the opposing side. Elbin.
I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Hell yes. What kind of health are you looking at? You were getting pretty low.
I'm at 8 of 16.
Place a hand to your chest. The bleeding is slowed, but still holds. You feel the wound. It almost itches as it starts to stitch itself closed. But you are successful. See, why did yours roll and not the... I need to set it up that the other one rolls as well. Hell yeah.
I miss... Oh, the Cure Wounds? That rolled for me? 'Cause I rolled
Yeah,
afterwards, but
yours rolled.
It's actually the same, so whatever. 5. Cool.
Well, you get 2, yeah.
Well,
Equal to 1 plus half your level rounded down, so you get 2d6s, so you get 9 in all. You should be back at full health.
okay. Awesome.
Araga.
She's going to take her longsword and swing down at the chef.
His back turned towards you. Oh, that is going to hit. 4 damage. He turns back. You shear across his face. lacerating the top of his lip. You'd see faintly his mustache like a feather falling. He looks down at it as it's falling in shock, and he reaches back up to touch the maw that is now what remains of his face as he drops to his knees, reaching out for his mustache one last time. And it falls on top of it.
One quick question. I see some of our team, their health shown on visually.
Mhm.
Is that a tag or something that I have to turn on? Because I can't even see my own.
Sometimes you can. What is who is
Sorry, this is Albin.
Elbin?
I'm just there's the green health bar underneath showing the HP, and it's not on all of our characters. I was just wondering, is that a setting on my side that's wrong, or?
Well, if it's missing on your token, when you click on your name, there are 3 dots. The green dot is your health. You can usually click in there and then hit minus or plus or just add the new value. Sometimes when you do the health bar, it doesn't. It's one of the things that Roll20 acts up on sometimes. Is your
never
actual
mind then.
health bar.
I was just curious if it was a setting so I could see who I need to heal. Because
Yeah, there is a setting, but it's only on my end. Unfortunately, sometimes I can go in there and I try and make everybody's health visible. Not the numerical value, but you can. If your buddy is halfway dead, I feel like you should be able to see. Damn, Craig's not doing too good. Craig's looking pretty rough over there. So yeah, I try and do. Who can't you see?
Okay, good. None. I can, I don't have any health bars. That's why I was curious.
Okay, yeah, that is
Yeah,
weird. Okay.
there's 2 health bars showing on mine, just so I can see myself and
Yeah, that's a Roll20, unfortunately.
yeah, it's
Oh, good.
I see
Sorry
it.
for
I see
interrupting. I was just-
Iraga and myself.
Iraga has also so yeah.
No
I think
worries.
everybody's-
It's a helpful information to have, especially as the priest.
Just talk it out. Somebody, if you're hurting, say you're hurting.
Uriel, are you hurting? And is somebody else about to be?
I'm 100% still a saucy elf, and I'm gonna run and jump on this goblin's corpse and take a swing at this one here with my two-handed. What am I wielding? Bastard sword. Yeah, two-handed.
Hell yeah. That is going to hit.
Oh, could have been better.
Hacking out at him.
That seems to be the roll for the night.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of ones on damage. At least they're not on the attacks. Hacking at his back, you do take a chunk of his armor off. He seems to be the only one still wearing his leathers here in this kitchen, but you're still able to hack into it. Bit of blood adorns the edge of your blade, but he is still standing. Martin
will yell out as a free to get down, and we'll fire at the same goblin.
That is going to hit.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. Torch smoke fills your lungs. You close one eye, sighting on target this time, and thump, your arrow finds its mark. As he gets cut in the back from Uriel, you know how when you have an itch in the middle of your back and you just can't reach it? That both of his hands do that thing where he's just like kind of reaching back to try and feel where he was wounded. An arrow sprouts from his heart. He's dead before he hits the ground. Our final goblin, who by all rights should be fleeing, but he got kicked and rolled a natural 20 on his morale check. He is here for revenge, Uriel. He's going to reach down, picking up the scimitar, both of them in hand. He's gonna like Anakin Count Dooku you, trying to hold it on either sides of your neck and just... He is unable to find his mark. Zaldini.
I will rush around the corner and smack him.
Smack away. That hits. That hits, and he is looking horrible. That is it. That is enough to do it. Zaldini, master of the staff, not for the purpose that you bought it for, but hey, that was pretty useful. What does that look like?
I race up and I sweep his leg out with my staff, and then as he's falling, I just crack him right in the forehead.
We are out of combat.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, we're
Well.
alive.
That went better than I thought it would have. She's going to cast Cure Wounds on herself.
Yeah, who's damaged?
Yeah, it didn't work. Okay, that's weird.
I think Araga is the only one.
Yeah, I'm back to full.
Awesome. You guys aren't losing your spell slots. That's good. The same cannot be said for the previous Zaldini.
She'll move up to the door and kind of turn and motion for the light to come over so she can have a better look inside.
Yep, you guys are in freeform right now. Or you know what? Out here, let's drop you into let's drop it into initiative as you all are entering in here. Elbin, you walk in this room. It wasn't really a dining hall to begin with. You know, it wasn't the fanciest of spots. But now it is an utter carnage. I'm talking shrapnel, debris, table pieces, hunks of this small... What would this be? My goodness. The fireplace in the center are strewn about, hot coals across the floor. It is a mess. What do you do?
Oh man, this place, I assume that this is what all goblin dining halls look like. No offense, the great Zaldini. As I walk in and try to just get my bearings, see what is destroyed, what is not destroyed, if there's anything of value.
Looking around, you'll see sacks that line the walls, many of them torn open. You see salt, spices, seasonings, small lines of parchment faded that as you kind of look over, hoping to find a treasure map, you find mostly just recipes from some long dead cook. Stepping over the coals and what's left of that plump pig, it was obliterated by shrapnel. You do find coin purses scattered about. A few of the goblins seem to have tossed theirs into a pot. Let me enter in how much that allots to. Enough for another experience point for everyone. Araga, what are you doing?
She's going to step in and try and help gather what she can from the coin purses.
Yes, these are all scattered all about. The coins are, I mean, littered. It's probably glittering.
And then she's going to poke her head through here to see what she can see.
Stepping up, you do see cold iron bars, rusted and flaked. Housing bolts for the one closest to you have kind of rotted to such a degree that the doors has fallen off. You do hear up in the top corner, the cell that's just out of sight, swallowed by darkness. Uriel.
That's my turn.
I also enter and ignore everything and start picking up coins.
Just start picking them up, Martin. And this
Are we in free form right now, or are we?
No, we're in initiative. I jumped back into
yeah,
initiative as we entered the. And the gold, this gold right here that I've entered into the chat is scattered all over, so this would be just split between all of you. As you all are picking them up off the floor piece by piece.
I'm a bit laggy. I will walk in, noticing, I've just seen the room for the first time, but noticing the barbecue pit, I take a look. If there's anything that looks like it isn't too charred, I'll rip off a bit and
Have a nibble?
have a nibble, yeah.
Reach down, you do find a hind leg of what may have been a boar, may have been a pig. You're not sure, but it seems relatively cooked. There is a bit of shrapnel in it, one rusted nail. You kind of pick that out, and you're like, I'm sure it's, 3-second rule.
But I spit out a little bit. Oh, a little bit. It's a little bit irony.
It's like buckshot.
And I say, oh, we've made a right mess of this room, haven't we?
Zaldini, what do you think of Martin being the first to feast on the pig?
I'm not happy about this. And then he's spitting it out. I mean, you're wasting food. I will walk up and I'll gently smack you with my hand on the back and don't waste the food, and I'll grab a piece and start eating for myself.
It's good. It's the extra bits that are less desirable.
Oh, that makes it crunchy.
I spit out another little bit.
You've definitely had better, Martin. Zaldini, this tastes like home to you. Elvin.
Move forward, north to spread the light into the northern room, see if there's anything up there. Or is this one whole room, or are these multiple rooms?
It is multiple rooms, but the wall that has separated them has long since just been brought to rubble. You smell death wafting from this northern room. As your torch illuminates it, you do see a corpse in the northmost cell. Little more than bones, but there are still flies picking at what remains. And here you see what seems to be the form of a hobgoblin. That you believe he would have been tall if he wasn't hunched over, whether in pain or just kind of away from your torchlight. You're not sure. He's wearing rags. You can tell as your light strikes him that his nose is just badly broken. Straight down the center, it juts out at both sides. One of his eyes are swollen shut, red and raw. He seems to shy away from the light as he... Who are you two?
Oh, he
so my turn.
speaks common.
Yeah. So I can understand what he's saying, right?
Yep, you can.
Say, where's the gold?
Go. Treasure hunters. Why would I help you? My death comes soon.
Why wouldn't you? We're the only ones that can help you.
You have any water? Water.
I look around, see if there's any water back in that room that we just went through. I assume there's something in there. I don't have any water on my person.
Yeah, you can. And rations kind of count for water and food.
Oh, okay. Sure. I throw him a ration.
Slide your canteen between the bars. He frantically just pops the cork and just starts chugging this thing. Coughs at it, drinking too much, and takes another swig before finally... And by the way, for an RP situation, we can kind of fall back into freeform mode as you all start to hear this conversation. But he...
She'll wander over by the cell and just be like, so how did you end up in here?
By staying alive. Grohl threw me behind these bars for not going on that suicide mission if he beat me, broke me. I'm to be executed on the eve.
Well, fortunately for you, there's an army coming from the north. And if you could help us, I could open this cell, heal you enough to get you out of here, and then you can just... I never saw you.
Kind. I've offered kindness to prisoners like that before. Gotten everything I wanted from them. Before my blade found its way into their back. And thank you for the water. Not so crass as to ignore that kindness, but I'm not worried about that army from the north. I'm worried about the war band from the south. When the other hobgoblins find what has become of me, Grohl will bleed his last. And we'll deal with those humans marching south, you say? Oh, I'll let them know.
While this is happening, I approach and ask Elbryn, did you ask him if he had gold?
She'll kind of like slowly turn and look behind her, just like, really? Like there's just this look on her face. Like the state. Like, really?
I said, oh yeah, I did say something about gold. I don't care about an army. Where's the treasure?
Treasure? He could pay you. Varkesh would surely pay you. He's generous.
Well,
mostly to his own, but if I speak good words for you, if you let me out of here, I will put in a good word. He won't slaughter you when he arrives. I'll make sure of it.
Does anybody know, are hobgoblins trustworthy?
Can I make an insight?
I'll say just looking over him, it's difficult to tell if he's deceitful, but how desperate he feels. Trembling hands, his one eye that's not swollen shut, glimmering with not just hope but frantic hope. He's begging you not to leave. He's crawling, one hand on the bars now. I can make sure. You're not sure if somebody brought this low would speak truthfully or not. You think it's equal measure he could be telling you what you want to hear or being honest. He's like, I'm an archer in the warband. He's waiting for them to get back for the execution. He's in his hall. He's right over there. He's got an entire band practicing music to hang me to. And he thinks He thinks when
Uh,
Varkesh
Tell us
arrives,
about
they'll
him.
just watch. Varkesh?
Yes, Vakesh.
He's the
What
captain. The most honorable among us. Our true leader, if you ask me. And he will be our leader when the night is done and Groll is dead.
And
He
this
takes him-
Groll,
If we walk out with Grohl's head, would that guarantee our safety?
Groll. If you open that door, he will slaughter you all and kill me early for good measure. Then he seems to stop. Well, yes, you could. No, you could surely kill Grohl. You all made it this far. Was the fat one in the kitchen? Did you kill him? He was twice the size of Grohl, 3 times the size of Grohl. If you took him down, you can take the bugbear.
does this Groll sit upon piles of treasure? Or does he store his treasure in wares, in houses or rooms other than his where he resides now?
Kind of squints at you and thinks for a moment. He keeps all his coin with him in his hall. Lined the walls. Zeldani, give me a d6.
Mm,
3. You don't remember much,
Nope.
but you do remember Grohl was very particular about keeping his treasure locked away, under guard, not his own.
He's lying. Don't trust this guy.
Now, Varkesh will want to keep some of the gold for his own. You don't want to cross him when he arrives. 25 hobgoblins deep is our warband. You wouldn't stand a chance. But we could give you a reward if you bring us his head. Yes, sure. Sure.
He already admitted he kills prisoners after he gets what they want. He's just doing the same to us, even though he's the prisoner.
I pull out my crossbow and aim it at him.
You think I'll beg? Just 'cause I didn't go in that damn cellar doesn't make me a coward. I'm not afraid of death. I just won't die needlessly for Grohl's whims.
I shoot him.
Crossbow bolt sprouts from his chest. His one eye grows wide. For all his boistering, he still looks surprised in his death. Slumps. Now that the conversation is dwindled away, you do hear from the other side of this door the beating of drums and a trumpet. It's just this awful clatter of music. You don't know if anyone would have heard anything on the other side of all that racket.
Hmm.
I'm not
Am I
sure
crazy, or
that
did I
opening
see
that door
another
is a
door
good
here in the
idea.
kitchen?
You did. And from the angle of the rooms, you feel like it may lead to the same space. You do hear the music coming equally from that southern door in the kitchen as well.
I'm not sure opening those doors is a good idea. Yeah.
Where should
So
we
I
go?
say
Back in the hall?
back in the hall, go north, or what I assume is north.
I'm
It's
okay with
Riverside.
that.
Suits me.
Yeah.
I'm sure the hobgoblin was telling the truth around, who's behind those doors. But I'm not so sure he was telling the truth about the coin.
Definitely is not.
Moving along, I'm going to roll a d6 now for a random encounter. Fingers crossed as you all enter the hall. You continue on your way, stepping out, again littered with bodies now and debris, not just from your bomb, but from the ruined ceiling. You all make your way back into the hall, leaving the band and whatever possible king may be on the other side of it. For more lucrative paths, you find your way here.
Shall we go?
Yeah,
Oh, well, never mind.
Sure.
I vote north.
go for it.
Ruh-roh.
She'll walk up to the door, and she'll kind of put her ear against it to see if she can hear anything.
You hear a goblin voice, frantic, but you can't make out the words. You also hear a deep laughter at this goblin. It doesn't seem to be taking that seriously. Like angrily at it, but there does seem to be a bit of a fit of boisterous, deep laughter along with this goblin chattering.
Ooh.
Is this a wood door?
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
it reinforced?
Yeah, it's a wooden
still
door.
rickety?
It's got like reinforced iron bands, one of which is rusted and kind of broken off to the side. But very similar to the others. No lock or keyhole to be seen.
She'll try and quietly open the door to kind of peek around.
Yeah. Give me a dex. See how quietly you're able to. The door slides open, and you see inside, just barely, a goblin with an arrow sprouting from his neck. Zaldini, from the hall, now that the door is open, you can hear, and he's like, they were right there, they were right there. He's still coughing as the blood is going down his neck. The blood has stopped, but the arrow is still sprouting from it, and he's like, oh, please, he said he was my friend. Kill him. And you hear laughter in the corner as like a little goblin fell on his own arrow. And the door is opening, Araga, and there's a creak as you reach it all the way open. And the laughter stops. The goblin twists and turns down. As he's trying to still hold on to this arrow with one hand, you see a hobgoblin step into view, eyes wide. And we are in combat. As they
She just kind of quietly, fuck.
one away from the DC, unfortunately. Let's re-roll our initiative here. Sorry, I just now cleared the initiative. I should have been quicker on the draw there. Hell yes. Super fast. You are the one who opened the door, and you are the first to hear the creak. You know before you see, your peak has, possibly proven fatal. What do you do? Now you do see inside. You know what? You see nothing actually. Looking through your eyes, you see barely anything. But you do see a hobgoblin and a goblin that's almost bled to death in front of you.
She's just gonna
Step off to the side. You didn't see anything.
Yeah. I'm not here. It's fine. And then that's where she's
Elvin.
I cast Shield of Faith.
Hell yeah. Fingers crossed, drum roll. Just barely. That is a level 1, right? I did not put the DC on there. I'm assuming it is level.
Says level 3. No, that's me. I'm level 3. I think it is a level.
Yeah, I think it's level 1.
Okay. So
Hell,
I have +2 to
yeah.
my armor class.
Protective force rises up. How many rounds is that?
For the duration. What is the duration?
Here, I'll look it up.
It's 5.
5 rounds? I thought so. Hell yes. So you're a bit stouter, Martin. What are you doing?
So move up. No, there we go. Oh, this is the one.
Step into this. You hear it clatter to your left as well as you step in. What do you do?
I can't see anything, so I will ready again.
You should be able to see... Oh, hold on. No, you cannot see much, can you?
No, I cannot.
I think you can see this goblin right here. And then that's it.
Yeah, okay. I'm having a bit of trouble telling different icons. Yeah, so if I see that, then I will immediately fire at it.
Go for it. Fire away.
Am I lagged to catch up? Am I the farthest away tonight? In real life?
I believe so. That is going to hit. Your short bow is holding true. You fire there. It is all right. It's all that 1 damage. That is the story of this session. You guys are still holding on though. Still, he turns back. He's like, "I told you there were." As another arrow sprouts from the other side of his neck. This one, he drops to his knees and they kind of like crisscross, and he is no more.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
sometimes you get lucky. Alright, and I'll step aside the last second.
Zaldini.
I can just barely see that hobgoblin. I'm going to assume he's in range for acid arrow.
He is.
Oh,
Oof. You raise it up, this noxious fume, kind of like it's nauseating and bitter as it always is, and then it's gone, fizzles out in your palm. You hear footsteps. As more hobgoblins make their way into view. Long swords drawing. These ones are more well armored. You can tell they're chainmail. They're pulling shields off their back. They walk with a militant practice almost. Sturdy, russet-colored skin. This one charges outward. Stumbles when he sees how many there are. He almost falters for a second, but then he twists and swings at you, Araga, first. These have a +3 to hit, so that is a 14.
Yeah.
8 damage as he swings out with his longsword, carving into you. You pressed against the wall. Martin, You feel a blade swing out at you. The wind of it reaches you before the steel. Let's see. That is a 13 to hit you, Martin. It does not. You're able to step off. The wind off of his swing warns you just enough, and it clatters into what you believe is a weapon rack that you realize that you are leaning up against. So the one runs out into the doorway. Uriel stabs out at you. That is a 15 to hit.
Does it?
Pierces into your side, and he too presses you against the wall. You almost feel it buckling into your armor. Right now it's just a small puncture wound. Uriel, what are you doing?
Hmm.
A bit stouter than the goblins you've met thus far.
I'm gonna throw my caltrops down.
Oh yeah?
Right in the doorway. Pretty much like right here, if possible. Just at my feet, almost.
Go for it.
And I don't really know how they work. If I just do that?
Yep,
Just
yeah,
throw
you can
them?
just drop them. Let me go back up and look at the caltrops. I'll read off. Tiny triangle-shaped iron spikes. Living creatures who step on caltrops take 1 damage and can only move half their speed for 10 rounds.
Okay. And then I am gonna book it.
Go for it.
Let's see. All the way down here. And I think dropping caltrops are probably the action, right?
I'll take that as a free action. I mean, I may be wrong, may
Okay.
change it in the future, but I'll do it as a free action for now.
If so, as I run, I pull forward my bow and twist and take a shot over at this guy.
Fire away. Face to face was a little too close and personal for you, but still, you've got a nice shot here, right past Elbin's shoulder. You draw back. That is going to hit. Roll damage.
Ooh, that was close.
The arrow,
Reasonable.
yep, shatters as it bounces off of his chest plate, but you can tell from his reaction that it has hurt him. Araga.
I'm gonna swing with my longsword
Swing away.
at this one.
That is going to hit for sure. Give me
so
double damage.
How do crits? Okay, gotcha.
Eight. How do you take him down?
It's kind of in response to getting hit herself. She swings within the same spot and just kind of watches the light leave his eyes before pulling her sword back.
He picked the wrong one. Elbin.
And then she'll move back.
I move forward and attack with my mace. Oh boy.
You swing out with your mace. He dives behind his shield. The small buckler shield's bronze dented, but it does its job. Your mace bounces off of it. Martin.
You said there's no attacks of opportunity, so I'll move back.
Yep,
Fire at that hop.
Give me a
There.
strength. Moving freely through allies, pass a strength or dex check to move through enemies. So I'll do it as a contested strength. Fingers crossed. You can do this. He's gonna be weak. He's going to be weak. He has a... Oh god, he has a +3 to his strength. He's not weak. So you need a 4 or below. You bump into him like a wall as he turns one arm out, pressing you back with his shield. Now, where are you going, little man? You still have your action, but you are unable to pass.
Is there, sorry, because I don't have the rulebook. Is there a close range restriction on bow?
No. And you can do whatever you guys want in combat too. Like I'm not just the system based, but if you have some crazy, harebrained idea, I'll usually say yeah, sure. And I'll sometimes give a failure stipulation, but yeah, go wild, man.
All right, well, so I will knock my bow quick and fire directly at him.
He's laughing at you. Where are you going, little fool? And the arrow bounces off. Oh, is that which one was the? Okay, you're 17. No, that hits.
Or that clicked twice. That was.
Yep. I'm going with the first one. A 17 will hit. Roll damage.
Okay.
3. 8.
I'm slowly working.
Yeah, it's better than 0. As you the arrow comes out again. It shatters, but the arrowhead is still stuck into his thigh, and he's like, "You son of a bitch!" Zaldani.
All right, I have a question on the acid arrow. It says I have advantage, but I only rolled once. I'm less worried about the damage from last time, but more worried about not being able to cast it again.
Oh yeah, no, you have advantage on casting it. It was one of his rolls. He got advantage on one spell, so I gave it to acid arrow.
All right. So because if by failing you can't cast that again until you rest, right?
Oh, you only rolled it once last time, didn't you?
Correct. Yeah.
Roll it again. This will count for your last attack. So this will determine if you have it this turn. Okay. So what I want you to do is roll damage for me, and this is for your last turn. We're gonna retcon that. 1 damage,
See,
and
damage
now
doesn't matter.
you have it. You still have that spell, and now it is your action again.
And it says at the end, it says it remains in the target. So basically, I can just roll for damage again this round.
Yep. Corrosive bolt hits the foe, dealing 1d6 damage a round. So yeah, you deal another d6 damage, and that's so give me a focus check. So it'll be another spell casting check. You don't get advantage on this one, but it's to see if you still hold the spell. Now, if you fail a focus check, you don't lose the spell. But give me another, pretty much casting of acid arrow.
Okay.
You hold, so you get to, do your damage, and that does not count as your action either, by the way. A focus spell is not your action. So what do you do?
Can you do other actions without losing focus?
Yep.
Okay. But you can't cast other spells?
No, you can. Go for it. Yeah, you can. You just can't cast another focus spell.
Correct. But I could cast magic missile at him.
Oh yeah. Oh, 3. Is it 3? Or is it 1? I think it's 1 in... Yep, a dart of glowing force. He just soars out. So your acid arrow is stuck in his back, and he's pained as this arrow shoots him from the front, from Martin, straight in the thigh. He raises up his longsword at you, Martin, and then the bolt in his back cripples him again. You see him drop to one knee. He twists over his shoulder to look at it, as if wondering why a new stab of pain has racked him. And just then, he sees Zaldani. Hand extended, you unravel this arcane knot in your mind, and a ball of glowing force right between his eyes. And he falls at your feet, Martin. That was a eventful turn, Zaldani. The path is clear to you now, but we have to see.
Thank you, Zaldani.
You have to see if you make it. First of all, an arrow whistles over your shoulder towards you, Elbin. This is a +0 to hit on this. Elbin, you were easily able to sidestep it. I'm talking like Han digitally dodging the bolt in New Hope.
That's
But
just
behind
my dwarven agility.
it is paid off. And Martin, this is the thing that's holding you here. Your last line, the only thing that could stop you from crossing that threshold to safety with your friends is this longsword swing at your back. This is a +3 to hit. You hear a whoosh as you sidestep the blade. Yoriel, you've separated yourself.
Oddly enough, at this distance, I can still see. I think I can see this guy here.
Yep.
It looks like there's somebody here.
Yep. Sometimes it's hard to see the tokens halfway in the darkness. I went with that pen and paper vibe with the tokens and everything.
I'm just gonna take my bow and fire at that furthest guy there. Through the door and past my fellow crawler.
Fire away.
Just on the bow. Oh,
Unfortunate.
tough shot.
Unfortunate. It's a tough shot in the hallway. You let that bow go in the last moment. You're not sure, and you raise it up so that it clatters against the ceiling. You didn't want it to accidentally hit Martin in the face. Araga.
I'll also move up slightly.
What are you doing?
For my action, I'm healing myself.
Solid plan. That is going to work. 2d6.
Um,
8 healing.
8.
And your movement?
Puts me back at full. And then I will go ahead and move up.
Hell yes. Elbin.
There's 2 corpses in front of me, right? So I will move in the doorway and well, can't really do much with two-handed. I can't do if I have a torch, right?
Oh, unfortunately not. You can pass your torch off as a free action, though.
Okay. I pass the torch off before I move up. And then I move here, and then I shoot with my crossbow.
Alright. Fire away.
To that
I'll hand
guy.
it to you, Raga.
Mm-hmm.
You line your
It's
shot
getting
up.
dark.
The line
I
is
didn't think
taut.
that through. Is it still in non-disadvantage?
Yeah, you can still
Okay.
see, like, the edge of him, it looks like. So, yeah, I won't give you disadvantage.
Well, never mind. Doesn't matter anyway.
Oh. You don't...
Huh.
Martin,
You weren't very smooth with that.
what are you
It
doing
was
here?
because I couldn't see. It's because I couldn't see.
With a look of absolute panic on my face.
Well, the look of absolute panic on your face, Araga, is the last thing you see before your torch, with a final breath, surrenders to the darkness.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was almost out.
Martin, what do you do?
Blindly run forward.
Charging onward. Go for it. You can move 5 feet at a
I knew where
time.
the door was. I saw the guy move. I saw the guy drop in front of me,
Yep.
and I, knew there was somebody behind me. So you said 5 feet at a time.
Yep. You can dash as your action. Just hand on the wall, 60 feet if you wanted to not take your action. Now, in combat in darkness, you have disadvantage on all checks, and monsters get advantage on all checks. So it's up to you.
So
And
5
if,
feet at a time.
yeah, go for it.
Do you want me to roll every 5 feet?
No. Oh, no. You only have to roll if you do like if you try and light a torch, and you can only go 30 feet then.
Okay, so I'll just go my 30. 5, 10, 15. Not having to go through. I don't think I'm running into anybody.
Nope.
20.
Stumbling around in the darkness. It's a silent tide. It's creeped in now. But your hand on the stone is like a guiding force leading you past your friends.
That's my 50.
Alright. And for your action?
I'll stop there. As a free action, I think I will, if I can just saddle my bow, let's throw it over my shoulder, whatever, and I will attempt to light a torch.
Go for it. Give me a dex or wisdom.
A dex or wisdom.
Mm-hmm. And you're dexterous enough in the pitch dark in the middle of battle, and as dexterous as your fingers are. Unfortunately not.
Not so much.
Zaldani.
We need longer lasting torches. I'm going to try to find a torch and light it.
Reaching through your pack, you found the very
Especially
torch
not be with it.
that
Not
you
with
fell
an advantage,
earlier.
though.
Oh, you rolled that. You know what? I don't know if you get disadvantage on the check to light your torch.
Probably not, right?
I mean, that seems very cruel. It does say on all checks, but I'm not going to rule it as that. So I'll let you...
Either it would just be the 11.
It would just be the 11. Here, this is what I'll do then. I'll let you go new roll, as that rolled with disadvantage. A flat check. Because with disadvantage to light a torch with the DC of 15 as your action seems insane. And Zaldani, this time, you do not falter.
Heck yeah.
The lights spark, blazing outward. Is that your turn?
I will move up because I can't see anything. And that's the end of my turn.
You see these two charge outward, hoping to get a free, strike as the light goes out. But as they get close to the doorway, your torchlight sparks in their eyes, flashing and blinds them for a moment. He doesn't even notice him stepping on these caltrops. Shit, as he stumbles over them, falling onto his knees. It's like Home Alone here. He picks himself back up. Elbin looks at you, a wide, wild swing, forgetting all form. That is a 16 to hit. What is your AC with that Shield of Faith?
13?
Oof, that's going to hit. 4 damage in all. Behind him, a longbow shot aimed at you, Araga. Is it +0 for this one? The arrow soars over your shoulder. These two are starting to look jittery. It's just the two of them left. They're not sure what all you all are capable of. It seemed they had you on the ropes, but as they've turned the corner here, they can see that you're still holding in this hallway. What are you doing, Uriel?
the dis. That, I can't tell. There's a door icon over them.
Yep, there's one right behind the door and another one about 10 feet back.
Okay, so there's 2 visible currently.
Yep. And we will be drawn to a
well-
close after this combat as well.
Okay. I think probably just shooting directly at that guy.
Fire away.
Right here.
That is
20.
going to hit.
Respectable.
Respectable amount of damage, respectable amount. It strikes him right in the shoulder. You can tell his pauldron was loose already, but you hit the strap that holds it, so now it's kind of like hanging sideways. He's holding onto his shoulder and his knees from the caltrops that are still sticking out of me. He looks like Mick Foley with thumbtacks right now. Araga.
She'll rush forward, longsword drawn, and take a swing.
Hey, there we go. Roll damage. That is going to do it. You rend this thing in half almost. You catch on the back end of his armor and his spine, but the rest of him from the stomach back is just as he drops to his knees. You have to put a boot on him to pry your blade free. And just like that, though regrouping and fleeing is always a good option, the tide has turned. There is but one left. Longsword slung over one shoulder, shield into a defensive posture. He's not panicking, but his eyes are wide at the carnage before him. And Elbin, what are you going to do?
I think I might have messed up on my health. It was supposed to be 4 hits down, but I look at it and it says 16. Oh wait, no, never mind.
12
It's
out
just not
of
reflecting
16.
on the sheet. Okay, good. I move forward and try to attack him with my mace.
Mace away.
Well, shucks.
Again, your mace meets shield, Martin.
I'm going to say at this point, I don't know that I have a line of sight to anything.
Yeah, you have a line of sight. It's mostly corpses and just Elbin. And you are an expert at
There.
putting arrows right between, Elbin's shoulder and head without striking either. But,
I'm not too tall.
yeah, he's not too tall, yeah. But your arrow smacks against his shield. Zaldini, this last one is holding strong.
Well, my magic missile worked well on the other one. I'm going to try it again.
Yep, that is going to hit. One damage. He batters away your attack. Elbin takes a step back, starts to flee. You hear the door thump open as he is charging for his life. Uriel. What are you doing? Uriel. Araga.
Did we lose him?
May have. Or may be muted.
Hearing him.
We'll circle back. We'll circle back. Araga?
She's going to move into the room.
And you all can pass the torch between yourselves once around as well. I'm mentioning it now because I feel like it might be useful in this situation. If Zaldini wished. It is your torch, sir.
He offers to take the torch.
Sure, I will hand it over.
And then we'll move into the space.
You see sunlight at the end of a hall, darkness between you and it, but you hear his footsteps hurried in between. I think you still have some movement, I believe, 60 feet from where you were. What is the button to... Is it Z? No?
Oh, I was here.
You, I think.
Yeah, you should have like 30-something more feet. 50, possibly.
I can get about there.
Okay.
Do. And then, she's just gonna stand there and... I can dash, right?
Yeah, you can dash still. You can move, yeah.
Okay, then I will...
Charge along your feet. On this hard stone. You almost stumble on a pebble, but you're able to catch your balance. You see him running along too. Elbin, you've caught
I get to there.
You've caught up with him nearly. You're all in darkness, but you saw where the torchbearer just went. If only you can get around this corner, you may be able to see light again. What do you do?
The door's open, right? So I can see
Yeah.
that where it's coming from. So I can actually... Couldn't I make it into here?
Yep, you can.
Okay. I'm going to fire my crossbow.
Fire away. It's an easy shot, broad shoulders. That is going to hit. He's running from you.
And let's see.
Straight onto his spine. He drops to his knees, tries to crawl futilely for only a moment before succumbing to his wound.
Booyah.
And we are out of combat.
We'll eventually wander back into this room so we can look around.
You all gather.
What we can find.
Looking over the room, you see it's lined with cots, straw pallets along the walls. There's a thick kind of wire strewn to this doorway to the north, leading out over this window, this arrow slit. For some reason, it's just this hard line that kind of seems to go out into the grass behind the castle. There's a dirty crimson flag kind of drapes this entire, what would this be, western wall. And then parchment, Uriel, by you, stuck to the wall with some kind of like black, sticky tar.
Yeah, can I read it? Is it Sylvan, Common, or Elvish?
It is in Goblin runes. Same as the... Was it you that took the loincloth of Goblin runes?
Oh,
I
that
have
was
the loincloth of
Goblin
Goblin
Murder.
runes.
Zaldini, you're a
runes
goblin.
of
Can
it.
you read this?
I'll move over there and see if I can read it.
Wait, are you reading the loincloth or the...
The wall.
The
I
wall,
pulled the
okay.
loincloth out.
Okay.
I want him to read this as well.
That's what we will end with here in a moment. As you look over the parchment, though, plucking it from the wall, you can tell that it is a patrol schedule for the halls of the castle. It seems that the Hobgoblins were organized in that respect, so you are more familiar with this in hand as to what patrols you may encounter and when. So you will now no longer have to roll every 2 rounds in the halls for random encounters. And you get 1 experience point, as it's a secret.
Nice.
Raga, I believe you were looking as well. I'm going to pull a Bob
Yes,
Barker. Tell her what she's found. Between the rest of you searching through these straw pallets, you do find long swords, many of which actually are rusted and bent and cracked, Uriel, by that post. The rest of you are able to find this amass of gold here. And now our heroes are met with a decision. As we come to a close, we can keep this as a one-shot and say that our crawlers and their pockets have had their fill of this place. Or, if you all want, we can meet back in a week for a final follow-up session. I'm fine either way. It's up to you all.
I'm available.
I'm good, I think. Same night.
I am unfortunately not. I have things I need to do next week.
That is fine.
But this was really fun. I enjoyed it.
I am glad. So how many said they would be up to it? Because hey, if at least 3-ish of you are up to it and you would like to, I don't mind to do another follow-up session.
Zaldini's good.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. This is a good day for me. So,
Sure. Well, I'll keep it in chat. I'll put a.
If you want me to take some, I can, just as an offering. Chewy, you've played with my friend Niall before.
Mm-hmm.
If you took some notes on the person who's not there, he would easily follow up, sticking to the same story.
I have it even better. I have this entire session recorded.
Oh,
that's yeah. So we will see next week, but we will end with.
You'd have to check with him because I know he does do another 5th edition session on Tuesdays. So
good point. Yeah, I've never played with him on Tuesday. We'll see.
Can't speak.
We'll see. All right, and Jake said you're good to try as well. All right, so we come to a close today. Our crawlers have made it this far, lasted longer than many who have come before them, and are somewhat richer than they came in. We will see how this proceeds next time. But this loincloth, as you pluck it out and hold it up to Zaldini, we will end with you reading the runes, Zaldini, which is honestly stitched very expertly into this leather loincloth. Somewhat surprising considering the joke. It just says, "Trust me, I'm a healer."
Not cryptic though.
Somewhat crude. But it is a loincloth after all.
Turn it into a face mask.
That is it. We are done. All right. Thank you guys for coming and playing. I appreciate you all.
For DMing. Awesome. And yeah. Thank you for putting that together.
No problem. Good day, guys. And I'll see a number of you next week.
Happy to see everybody next week. Thanks for everybody. Thanks to everybody who's good gaming, folks. Thank you.
Yeah.